This morning's high tide brought the floodwaters back into the homes of Lindenhurst. Our Long Island reporter Carolyn Gussoff is live at Canalside, where they're still concerned about high tide. Carolyn?
There is indeed, David. Good afternoon. For most of Long Island, the storm is over, and it was really not that bad, uneventful for most. Unless, of course, you live in a flood-prone area, a low-lying area like right here in Lindenhurst. And for folks here, the flooding has been very serious. Take a look at this. This is the Great South Bay right next to me, a canal of the Great South Bay, and it is literally even or level with the street. And look what I'm standing in. The water is almost at the top of my boots. It's been receding over the last little while. There are actually jellyfish swimming around me. It is the highest tides anyone says they've seen around here in years. That's Ken Wendenberg wading through water. He's also waiting for the federal government to literally raise his house by 6 feet. It is the lowest lying home in Lindenhurst, and this nor'easter left its mark.
Right now I have about a foot of water inside my house. I have my refrigerator is underwater, my dishwasher, stove. I picked it all up last night.
Wendenberg is surrounded by dozens of flooded streets in these South Shore communities of Lindenhurst, Amityville, Copake, and Babylon. Adjacent to the Great South Bay, stranded families had to be rescued by the fire department's high water evacuation truck. Have you ever seen it this bad?
No. They say it hasn't been this bad in 12 years.
I wasn't going to move my car. Thank God my wife told me to move the cars, and I was like, no, of course, you know. But we did, thank God. Otherwise, I would have had to get 2 new vehicles.
People are underwater for a while until the tide finally goes out.
Longtime residents say this compares to some of the worst storms in recent memory. While most of Long Island goes about its business today, here they'll be eagerly awaiting low tide.
It's a very unusual storm, I'm told, this time of the year. And we have a particularly high tide because of the spring tide, which is a new moon and a high tide at the same time.
Freeport, 2 flooded streets and rescues. Even a school closed because of the floodwaters lapping up on the school's front doors.
This is pretty bad. We lost the heat, the hot water, a couple of sump pumps.
You know, stay home, don't try it. The water's too deep. It's not worth it. Going to work late.
High tide hit here on the South Shore about an hour ago. The evening tide will be the next concern. Also, a major concern is beach erosion. We have reports from officials of serious erosion along all of the South Shore beaches and Orient Point, that's on the North Fork, and also several homes on Fire Island are in jeopardy of being lost. The only bright spot in all this seems to be the power situation. LIPA, as you just heard, reporting fewer than 1,000 outages. They had braced themselves for far worse. Reporting live in Lindenhurst, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, News Channel 4.
Carolyn, that is encouraging news about the power outages there. Just confirming you spotted jellyfish moving past you. Just want to clarify that. Chris Cimino had a bit of an issue with it with the water temperature. We just want to make sure.
Oh, no, there's definitely jellyfish. I wish we could find you one right now. They're a little hard to photograph.
And are you particularly squeamish about that?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with it, David.
Thank you so much for your report. I just want to divert for a moment because